Hey everyone, it's Casper is back with episode 2 of the Malibu Vigilantes franchise. Now in the first episode, we broke down the new uniforms, we broke down the logo, the city, our roster, the team we drafted. Now one thing that I mentioned as being a potential issue is that our team is built to win now. But our team is on the older side, and if you look at their contracts, a lot of players are in their last year. If you look at the column 2021, look how many FAs they are. FA stands for free agent. We have so many players who are in their last year of their deal. A couple players such as Conforto, he has this year and then one more year. Lindor has this year, one more year. We have a couple players like Marte and center, Boyd, starting pitcher, who have several controllable years left, which is good. But yes, we want to be a good team this year, and we want to have a great season, make the playoffs, do this and that. But we also want to build a contender for years. Lindor, when we picked him as our first round pick, right away the goal was to sign him long term. Now I understand the Indians, they have financial issues, but now in Malibu and California, I'm planning that we're going to have money to spend, we're going to be a winning franchise, and we need to treat our stars well. So Lindor is asking for $22.4 million, and we're offering him $22.5, and he's accepted that. So we have him on our roster for the foreseeable future, and that is great news for our fans, great news for our franchise. Next player on our list to lock up, Michael Conforto. One of my favorite players to play with, of course, because I'm a Mets fan, but also because he's a tremendous player. You want to lock him up. He's asking for 9.2, which for him, 85 overall, a good outfielder, a great offensive player, that is a bargain. That is a good deal. So he's looking for 9.2, so we're going to give him that, and we're going to get him signed up. And that gets 2 cornerstones of our offense locked up for the next 4-5 seasons. And now the next guy we want to look at is Simmons. Simmons is in the last year of his contract as well, and he's looking for a similar annual salary as what Conforto was. And the same reason for why we drafted him, I love Simmons because of his defense. And even in that first game, we saw some great plays. I want to keep that defense for years. I mean, he's only 30 years old, so a couple-year deal is good. Next guy, Corey Kluber. Currently on the Rangers on a 1-year deal. We want to get him locked up. We don't want a long-term deal because he is older, but we're giving him a 2-year deal. So we got those 4 guys locked up. We don't have to worry about upcoming free agency as much. We can just worry about playing this year, playing the best we can, building team chemistry, and so forth. Now jumping right into the action, this is our last spring training game. We're going up against the Colorado Rockies, and this one I'm excited, and this game I'm excited to share because first episode we saw our home jerseys, second episode we are seeing our away jerseys. And to be honest, I think these are even fresher than the home jerseys. And that's saying a lot. I think the home jerseys are kicking. I think they're amazing. Now, I know some people might not be crazy about the pink, but I think it's unique. No other team has it. I think it goes great with the gray. So I absolutely love it. And I think Lindor is rocking the look with the Sox. So we got Tim Kale on the mound for the Rockies. He's facing Lindor. Lindor takes the changeup, giving him a 1-1 count. Here's the next pitch. And Lindor gets a hanger, and he just smashes that one to center field. A no-doubt home run. 430 feet. That is Lindor's 7th home run here in spring training. Now that brings up Ketel Marte. He's batting great so far in spring, 430. He's here in a hitter's count against the southpaw. The pitch, and Marte drives one to right field. It's back. He got a little under it, but it does clear the wall just out of the reach of Brennan Nimmo, as the Vigilantes have 2 runs on 2 home runs. A great start to the game. Now here, later in the first, after Kale was able to calm down, and he gets Ramos to get the next 3 batters, 1, 2, 3. And that brings up James Paxton, arguably our 3rd best arm in the rotation. He's had a great spring, 1.61 ERA in 28 innings. He's hoping to have a good conclusion here. He's facing VR, and anytime I played against him when he was on the Marlins, he always plays great. He's got power, he's got speed, and again, he burns me getting a base hit. Now, Brennan Nimmo, one of my favorite players, just general in baseball. Again, as a Mets fan, he's known for that wide grin smile. He gets a base hit. The Rockies got 2 guys on, and that brings up Moncada, the young slugger who is on the White Sox. But Paxton gets him swinging, the first out of the inning. And now Rhys Hoskins, the slugger from Philadelphia, he's up to bat. And he drives one into the gap. Marte runs it down before it gets to the wall. But that is a RBI double for Hoskins. And now that brings up the giant center fielder, Kevin Pillar, the man known better for his glove than his bat. And he grounds out to Lindor, who gets the force at second. But Pillar beats the throw at first, extending the inning. And that brings up Zach Collins, who is a player in the White Sox organization. And Paxton gets him swinging on the curve, getting out of the jam. And that brings us top of the second. Paxton is now up to bat. He has 2 guys on. Simmons and Frazier are both on base. Paxton, faking the bunt, pulls it back. 1-1 count. I love my pitchers who can hit, even though now with the DH, that doesn't matter as much. But Paxton gets a changeup, and he singles it up the middle, and that brings home a run, giving the Vigilantes the lead. Next batter up, Lindor. He gets a hanger, but he hits it sharply to VR for an inning-ending double play. But the Vigilantes do retake the lead. Now here in the third, the Vigilantes got 2 guys on, Marte and Conforto on base. The pitch to Ramos, and he fouls it off. He's late on that high fastball. He gets another one, and this one he hits back up the middle. And Marte with 61 speed will score easily, extending the Vigilantes score to 2. Now Simmons up to bat, and he gets one to hit, hitting it to deep left field. But the outfielder is able to make the catch. That is Rosario out in left field, and the lead stays pat at 2. Now here, bottom of the third, Hoskins back up to bat. Paxton is pitching well after rebounding from that rough first inning, and he gets Hoskins swinging on the high fastball. Now still here in the fourth, Zach Collins up to bat again. And Paxton gets him to ground out. A tough play for Simmons, but just late as Collins beats that one out. But nonetheless, it was a great play by Simmons. Next batter, Paxton gets him to ground to Murphy to end the inning. Now Marte up to bat. He fouls one off to the right. He had a fastball to hit, a little late on it. The 0-2 pitch. Marte gets one to drive. He hits it to deep left field, and it goes off the top of the wall as Marte coasts into second with a leadoff double. And that brings up Michael Conforto after a Braun out. The pitch to Conforto, and he grounds out the Hoskins, and it's hit too sharply for Marte to come home. Now Ramos looking to cash in. The pitch, Ramos gets one to hit, but he lines out to Rosario as the Vigilantes can't cash in. And as I spoke to earlier, VR burning me, swiping third on Ramos. But Paxton gets Moncada to strike out swinging for the second time. Now Murphy, and he gets a high fastball, and he smashes one to deep center field, and that goes off the wall, and that gets away from PR as Murphy takes the turn to third and slides in safely. An inning opening triple. Now Simmons up to bat. He grounds one to VR. That brings Murphy home for the fifth run. Now later in the inning, Conforto up to bat with two guys on. Marte is on second and Braun is on first after a walk. Conforto takes the pitch from Ramo high, giving him a 2-0 count. Here's the following pitch, and Conforto chases the changeup, getting fooled badly on that one. He had to be looking fastball. He makes an adjustment, and he lays off with the next changeup, getting him a 3-1 count. Now the pitch, and he swings over the curveball. Ramo is not giving in. The next pitch, and Conforto torpedoes one to deep right field. A no-doubt shot, a 3-run bomb for Conforto, his fourth in the spring, a 450-foot shot, and that may have just put this game out of reach. As Conforto rounds the bases, looking all swagger with that pink uni. Now Baez on relief. He gets the strikeout. Next batter up. I'm not sure if these are real guys, but Drew Evans. And Baez gets him to chase as well. Two guys up, two down. Now here in the eighth, Petit on in relief. He's a well-traveled reliever. I believe he's been on the Angels, the A's, a couple other teams. He gets the batter strikeout swinging. Now Rosario. Two guys down in the eighth. And Petit gets him looking with a great placed curveball. Now Diekman on to close out the ninth. He gets a ground out to himself, and he makes a very athletic play. But the runner beats out the throw. Next batter up, Lindor gets the grounder. Gets the force at second, but that is all they'll get as a run will come home to score. But now there are two outs here in the ninth, 4-run game. And he grounds out to Murphy as the Vigilantes pull this one out. A great way to end the spring. A great way to head into the regular season. This team is ready to get going. The team is pitching well. The team is hitting well. They are firing on all cylinders. A quick recap on this one. Paxton gave up 2 earned runs in the first inning, but was able to bounce back for a quality start. Lindor played well again. He hit another home run. Conforto supplied a 3-run bomb. And the offense provided more than enough runs to earn the victory. Thank you guys for watching, and I can't wait until opening day. I hope you guys tune in. And until next time, have a good one.